Did you know the term white space doesn't actually have to include the color white? In this video, I am going to show you some tips on how to use white space to your advantage. Hi, I'm Katie Taylor at scrappinkaty.com, where I show you how to preserve your family's memories through the art of scrapbooking. Today's video is another take on 30 Days of Sketches, Series 12. This sketch is actually from day one. I'm still trying to play some catch up. I've pulled some old photos as well as the Hey Handsome paper collection and the pocket cards. So this is the equivalent of pocket scrapbooking. They come in 4x6 and 3x4s. And then I also have the black acrylic shapes that are pretty fun to work with. So I have pulled out just a couple of pieces of pattern paper that I know I'm going to use. I absolutely love this one. It is got kind of a linen feel to it, so I am gutting it like I usually do, especially since the Hey Handsome paper collection is sold out. Now I am going to use some ink distressing on this layout. If you are new here, this is one of my favorite things to do. Just kind of finishes off the edge and makes those pieces of cardstock and pattern paper pop. I'm just going to adhere these down together. I quickly see that I need to trim off an edge or two, so I will do that, and then I will assemble this layout. Now is a perfect opportunity to remind you that if you like this video, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up and a comment, share with your friends. And if you aren't already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button so YouTube will show you more videos of the same, and it helps my little YouTube channel out in the process. Right here, I am just dovetailing some of the strips of pattern paper. Now again, this is following a sketch from the 30 Days of Sketches. This sketch actually happens to be from day one, like I mentioned before, and it was designed by Kelly Pyron. So I will leave links down below to the 30 Days of Sketches Facebook group, so you can check out all of those for this series. It has been a couple of days since I shared a layout from this series, but if you remember, if you've watched the other ones, you know that on this series, I am trying to use up some older photos. So these are actually some photos from our middle son's graduation from preschool. I pulled out a 4x6 of my husband and our middle son, and then a 3x4 of our son and one of his little classmates. Now on the sketch, the two photos were the same, and then there was this little journaling little spot underneath the photos. Since I have an odd size photos, I still want to include that little journaling spot. That's why I am really paying attention to the PML cards from the Hey Handsome collection. Now those are still available, as well as the stamp sets that I'll be using, so don't forget to check out the links below if you want to grab those. Now I've pulled out just some 3x4, still thinking that this is going to be journaling underneath. I really like the statement, like father, like son. They have matching ties and shirts and, you know, kind of act alike, but I end up using a sticker from the sticker sheet that says the same thing. So I'm going to just concentrate on this little bitty area underneath the photos. Like I said, I know where my photos are going to go, and because I'm using a sketch, those are pretty much going to stay the same. Now, I don't always do that with a sketch. What I love about sketches is that it's just really a jumping off point, and then you can just go from there. So this is the Hey Handsome stamp set. I thought that I wanted to use this little border, but I decided not to. But I am going to end up using the Dream Maker stamp set. Now I have used this on a bunch of projects. And if you follow me on social media or here, you know that all of those projects are totally different. And that's what I love about this Dream Maker stamp set. So this is just a little background. I'm going to stamp that cardstock. This is part of filling up the white space. Now, I don't really truly have a white space like I mentioned in the intro, but I do have this light gray color, and there is a whole lot of just empty space. That's what white space means. And then, of course, that strip of paprika cardstock, it just needed something since you have so many patterns going on. It's kind of odd just to look at a piece of cardstock. Now what I've done is I've pulled off some stickers from the sticker sheet, and I've taken off the sticky backing by using my anti-static pouch, and that allows me to add 3D foam tape. I prefer to do this on almost all the stickers that I like, because if I don't use 3D foam tape, I can always just add adhesive back to it. So here is another little bitty stamp image that I'm using to fill up some of that white space. It's 2 little stars. I've put them both on the same block, and I am inking those up in black ink. And then when I stamp them down, I'm just making sure I kind of rotate those stars a little bit. And that is going to fill up all of this blank space really, really well. So this little sticker up at the top right, it's just a pattern. It just comes on the sticker sheet, like I said. And then for my journaling, because I've used that big statement piece on the Like Father, Like Son sticker, I've decided to cut apart one of the 4x6 PML cards. I'm really liking that these, number one, the stars are different, but they play along with the stamped images I've already added. And I also like that because this is just one day, it is, you know, exactly what you can see. It's my husband and our son, and then our son and one of his little classmates. We don't even know that little boy's name. So it's not going to require a whole lot of journaling. So things like journaling strips, or in this instance where I've just cut these apart, this is a perfect little who, what, when, where opportunity, just so you can add the basics and not feel compelled to fill up 10 lines of journaling. You saw me go ahead and ink distress around those just to stay consistent, and then I am just using tape adhesive to adhere those down. Now I am going to add some 3D foam tape to that little sticker up in the top left. And that one says right hand man, which, like I said, my husband and our middle son, they were just inseparable when he was little. He wanted to be everywhere that his daddy was. They look alike, they act alike, they still act alike to this day. And I just wanted to include those stickers. And then, of course, I tried to fit in some more stickers. I end up finding this little strip sentiment that says my hero, which again, it just fits so perfectly on this layout. So I'm going to place that below that right hand man sticker. And I'm still thinking that this needs a little bit more. So I am going to pull out the black acrylic shapes from Hey Handsome. I will check and see if these are still available, but what I love about these, I've shown on another video close-ups, is you have a matte side, a shiny side, and then very texture. There's like some little lines on the ties and stuff. And then I am going to just go ahead and jot down the date, mainly so I don't forget it. Again, because these are older photos. I only had these old photos, so I want to go ahead and write that down. And then right here, I am just adding those little triangle of doodle dots that I usually do, which is another good way to fill up a whole bunch of white space. I am about to show you the close-up so you can see all that stamping, those doodle dots, as well as the texture on that pattern paper. And then I'll also leave links down below to anything that I use that's still available, as well as Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Facebook group. You'll want to head on over there, request to join, and see what all the sketches are and who has been creating with these. There's also a playlist that you can click. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you have a wonderful week. And don't forget to like, comment, and share with your friends. And if you aren't already a subscriber, please subscribe and sign up for notifications so you'll be alerted the next time I post a crafty video.